Hello, everybody, and welcome to another free live preview of California Psychics, where we show you exactly what it's like when you get a reading here with us at California Psychics. I am your moderator of today's live stream, and today we are joined by one of our top-rated and fan favorite psychics on California Psychics, Psychic Saba. How are you doing today, Saba?
I'm great. Thanks for having me. How are you, Carson?
I am wonderful. It's another Monday free live preview of our service, and I always love doing these live streams in order to give some extra answers to our audience today. Now, before we get started, I do have a little bits of information that our audience will want to know. First of all, if you are a new user at California Psychics, we do have a promo code to help get you started. If you use that code live5, and it will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen during the live stream later on, you will receive an extra $5 added to your California Psychics account whenever you make your first purchase on our website, californiapsychics.com, for that one-on-one psychic reading. This code live5 can be applied through our app or website. Once again, live5, and it can be used for a one-on-one psychic reading with any of the psychics on our site. But if you are wanting to get a one-on-one psychic reading with Psychic Saba here, after seeing a little free preview of her abilities during today's live stream, make sure to stick around, because we'll be shouting out the exact schedule and ways to reach her later in the stream as well. Now, Lastly, before we get started and start answering some questions today, because we already see some coming in and a lot of great questions, I do want to list off some ground rules for questions we are able to answer today. Unfortunately, here at California Psychics, we are not able to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this can include treatment questions, medications, pregnancies, and general fertility questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, questions about custody battles, or general court decisions. And finally, if you do ask about another person, please make sure you at least include their first name within your question, because this will allow Psychic Saba to connect faster and more accurately answer your question during today's live stream. But without any further ado, Saba, if you are all ready to go, then we are ready to start answering some questions.
I'm ready. Got my cards.
All righty. Now our first one will be from Meisha. Meisha is wondering about love. Will her and Steven be getting back together? Assuming that this is kind of a reconciliation question.
All right, Misha, let's see if you and Steven are going to get back together. And of course, we know the future is always changing. You create your life. What is the energy surrounding the idea of Misha and Steven reconciling? Okay, it definitely looks like he's going to procrastinate. You're definitely going to reconcile per this Ten of Pentacles, but it seems like there is going to be some procrastination and you are going to be in despair for at least another 10 weeks. All right, give it some time and of course, detach. Do not talk to Steven. If you are talking to Steven, if you are thinking about talking to Steven, if you are lurking on his page, you are extending your timeline. Fall back. Okay, Misha?
Yes, we hope this resonates with you, Misha, that answer from Psychic Saba, and definitely let us know if it did as well in the chat. Now, our next question for you, Saba, comes from Hensha. Hensha is wondering if Earl and her will be getting back together.
All right.
Question.
Let's see if Hensha and Earl are going to get back together. And of course, you create your life. Hensha and Earl reconciling. Okay, this is a person who is very stubborn. Well, it looks like you will know in May that he's at least interested. I don't see an immediate reconciliation, but I do see May beginning to May allowing you guys to at least talk about it and get on the path. I really think that it's going to take approximately till July to fully get back together, but you won't see any movement in that direction until May. And then once the movement starts, you're going to have to be comfortable with the gray area lasting until July. And from July, you can start the process of getting back together. But don't expect anything concrete right now. And definitely when you do start having that conversation in May, go with the flow. Be prepared for it to take some time.
All right. Hensha, we want to thank you for joining today's free live preview of California Psychics. We hope that answer from Psychic Saba also resonated with you. Now, our next question for you, Saba, comes from Angel. Angel is wondering if she has any love coming into her life anytime soon, hopefully as well.
All right, let's see. Is love coming in Angel's life anytime soon? Okay, so it looks like, yeah, but it seems like it's somebody that you already have a connection with. Are you also looking to reconcile with somebody? Because if you're trying to get new love on top of old love, that old love is still there. It looks like there's someone who is already in your life seeking a reunion.
All right. Angel, we hope that message from Saba resonated with you and that message hopefully made sense to you as well. Now, our next question comes from Marianne from YouTube. Marianne is wondering, this is a pet psychic question, Saba, if you're wanting to answer that today. This is one regarding her friend's missing bird. Her friend's missing bird is named Yin Yang. And do you have any insight on when it will be coming home?
Yin Yang be coming home. You know, I don't think that Yin Yang. Oh, well. So here's the thing. I do think that she's going to have to go find Yin Yang. I don't think Yin Yang is going to just come back. I do think that you will be picking Yin Yang up from somewhere. And it definitely looks like that's going to happen sometime in June. It looks like this is a very long timeline for Yin Yang, but it definitely looks like Yin Yang is domesticated. It seems like Yin Yang is safe, but you're going to have to go get Yin Yang. Okay?
All right. Marianne, we hope that answer resonates with you, and feel free to pass that message along to your friend as well. We want to thank you as well for joining us during today's free live preview of California Psychics. And now our next question for you, Saba, also Angel, not a question, but Angel, someone you previously read for on the live stream, has already said thank you for that answer that she received. So thank you again, Angel. And now a question for I was about to say Sophia, but she is saying that her name is Fanta. Do you see John coming back around soon to reconnect with Fanta?
All right. I see Venus retrograde is doing her thing. Venus is doing a number on y'all, honey. What? Venus said, let me spin the block real quick. All right. Let's see. What is the energy surrounding Fanta and John coming back around? Is John coming back around anytime soon? Let's see. Okay. So you are going to get a fresh start with John. It definitely looks like you're going to have to zero this out, and whatever John did, you can't bring it up. Otherwise, it's going to fall apart again. So you've got about a month. It definitely seems like John has disappointed you already. So be careful. You're going to get what you want, but remember, you create your life. So if this is what you want, you got a month, but don't mention whatever was going on, and you can stop further separation.
All right. Fanta, we want to thank you for joining today's live stream today, and we hope that answer from Saba resonated with you, and definitely let us know if it did or didn't in the chat. Now, our next question is from Nikki. You may recognize Nikki, and actually, before I read out Nikki's question, I did want to take a quick pause and shout out the best ways to reach Psychic Saba, especially if you've been enjoying today's free live preview of California Psychics, and an extension, this free live preview of Psychic Saba on our line as well. Now, Saba can be contacted through CaliforniaPsychics.com or our California Psychics app through a variety of different methods. You can contact her through phone call or even online or offline messaging if you prefer to do more of a text-based psychic reading. Now, Saba, I'm sure people are already dying to know, when is that very next time you are going to be online and ready for those one-on-one private psychic readings on CaliforniaPsychics.com? And what is your schedule like throughout the week as well?
Absolutely. So I will be on the line tonight, immediately following this live. And I have a saying, if the sun is down, Saba's around. So this week from 6 p.m. CST until midnight CST, I will be on the line. This goes for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you need me, and it's the evening, I am there. I am also available via online messaging, offline, like the email service. You can also chat me. And if I have read with you before you are in my, what is it called? The messaging, the app messaging.
Yes.
So you can send me a message on the app and we can coordinate if you need me to come on earlier. And you can also call customer service anytime and say, hey, I really want to speak to Saba. Can you reach out to her? And if it's like 9 or 10 a.m., I'll come on.
All right. That was a wonderful explanation, Saba. And if you're having any trouble booking with Psychic Saba here or any of our other psychics on our line, you can always give our gifted customer care line a call and say something like, hey, I'm really trying to book that one-on-one reading with Psychic Saba, but I can't seem to get in an appointment slot. And they will help you book an appointment slot that works for both you and Psychic Saba. Once again, for that one-on-one private reading experience with a guaranteed answer to your questions, make sure to go to californiapsychics.com and you can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now to pull up Psychic Saba's profile and get that reading. Now, back to our free live preview of California Psychics, where we answer Nikki's question here. You may recognize Nikki from this sentence. She says she is one of her. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied here. You are one of her favorite readers. Nikki is saying John and her have had no contact, and the last time they spoke, they felt March would be the month where they would reconnect. Do you still kind of see this being the case, where March is the month that they might reconnect, or is there something different coming up?
All right, let's see if Nikki and John are going to reconnect still this month. Empress, Queen of Wands inverted, Hermit, that's withdrawal, further clarifying. So you are getting the Hermit, further clarifying with the King of Pentacles, which basically says he is reliable. He's definitely going to come back, but if you are leaning in and watching the water boil, is going to make it take longer. My recommendation, which probably gets on your nerves because I probably told you this already, practice the law of detachment. I do see him coming around. I do not really see him being exactly within the next couple of weeks, mainly because it definitely looks like there is some energy here that is kind of frantic. It's just like a deep desire for progress as opposed to not caring. Not really wanting. The more you want something, the more the universe keeps you in that state of wanting. So I definitely recommend detaching, and I'm very certain you're going to hear from him. I just think you gotta detach, because the more you want it and the more you're watching the water boil, the longer it takes. So I do think he's reliable. He is getting the King of Pentacles. He is going to come back around, but you need to let it go right now. Detach from the outcome. I know that's not what you want to hear, but any manifestation that you do requires detachment in order for it to come through.
All right. Thank you, Nikki, for joining us today, and definitely let us know if that answer from Psychic Saba resonated with you.
And I want to clarify a little bit more.
Go ahead.
You're now looking at the beginning of April. So the more you want it, add 2 weeks. Okay, so chill back. If you stop caring today, it'll probably expedite the process. And I know it's hard not to care, but just research the law of detachment. It'll help you detach from the outcome.
Perfect. Yes, Nikki, thank you for joining us today, and we hope that answer from Saba resonated with you. Definitely let us know if it did, and we want to thank you again for joining today's free live preview of California Psychics. Next question for you comes from Amber C, because there are a couple Ambers in chat. Amber C is wondering what you see for her in terms of love. Thank you.
All right. What is coming for Amber in terms of love? Okay. So it definitely looks like there are going to be a couple of setbacks. It seems like there is an opportunity. You may have overlooked somebody that might have been a little good for you. So I do think that you need to really pay close attention to who likes you. I know it's like, oh, this is who I like and this is my type, but sometimes the person that's not your type is the best thing for you. So it seems like there is an opportunity to balance this out per the justice card, balancing the scales. And there is somebody that's not your type that seems to be buzzing around you like now. Give this person a shot. Give them a chance. No, they're not your type. No, you're not really attracted to them, but they will treat you better than you can imagine. Okay, so yes, someone that's not your type seems to already be in your orbit. You've already overlooked them. Give them a chance.
All right. Amber, we hope that message from Saba resonated with you, and let us know if it did as well. Now, our next question, I see one from Rachel. This one's a little longer. She is saying that her and her best friend, Vanessa, have been drifting apart for about the last 6 months. It's left a big hole in Rachel's heart. And so she is wondering if she's ever going to get back to the level of intimacy and the quality of connection that they used to have in their friendship. Or is Rachel supposed to be mourning kind of the end of this friendship that she may just not know it yet? So is this friendship ending, or is there a possible reconnection between Rachel and her best friend, Vanessa?
Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel. It really does hurt when friendships kind of get distant here. Let's see. Energy surrounding Vanessa and Rachel's friendship. You definitely are going to be able to adapt. She's very loyal to you, but it seems like she might be suffering from some form of depression. You're going to start talking to her again. It looks like this is a season for her. She can't really help it. I don't think that there is anything that you can do to ease her distress right now. Sometimes during certain phases of life, people go through, like, have you ever heard of the dark night of the soul, or times where they just need to go within to deal with their shadow side? And it seems like that's what Vanessa is going through. You will hear from her really in about 8 days, and she'll seem kind of normal. But I do think that she's going to take this spring and summer to kind of deal with some personal issues that she's having. I don't see that this is the end of the friendship. It seems like she's going through like a dark night of the soul, or just about with trying to get her emotions and what she wants for her life in check. And sometimes it's hard to do that in the presence of another person. Give her some time. Your friendship is not over.
All right. Rachel, we want to thank you for joining today's free live preview of California Psychics, and we hope that answer from Psychic Saba also resonated with you. One I forgot to put up is Nikki. If you remember her question, she wanted to say that you are the best, Saba, and just a huge thank you, and that hopefully she'll be in contact soon. All right. Now, our next question is from Amber. Amber is wanting to know what year she might be purchasing a house. She wants to know mainly just kind of about her future, and is just, yeah, I guess the main question is, what year do you foresee, or any timeline that you can give about her purchasing a home?
Absolutely. What is the energy surrounding Amber purchasing a home? What is the timeline around Amber's home purchase? Okay. Well, it definitely looks like you can start the process in August of this year, but you need to kind of get your expectations in check. All right. Get your paperwork in order. Do your research. I do think that buying a home is going to be huge for you. And I do think that you will be closing on a home towards the end of 2026. But the process of preparing for that needs to start in August of this year. This could mean some sort of earned income you need to work on. You know how much of a house you want to buy, so you need to make sure that your income is at the level that is required for the house that you are looking for, so you can make plans around that. It also looks like you need to choose a community that you want to live in and pick the best house that is for you. You need to take some time to really think about what you want. I see you moving into your dream home by the end of next year, but there are some things that you need to get in order by the end of this year to make that happen. So this is not saying that you're going to make an offer this year. It's saying that you are going to have a checklist of things that you need to get done, and that will put you in the position to start looking for the house, getting your offer letter, and finally closing by the end of 2026. All right. So generally, we plant in September and we harvest the following September. It looks like something like that is going to work out for you.
Right. Amber, thank you for your question today, and we hope that answer from Saba resonated with you as well. Thank you, everybody, as well, for joining today. We've been doing a wonderful session so far. We're kind of closing in about the halfway point. But yeah, just wanted to stop and say thank you, everybody, for joining today's free live preview of California Psychics. And now our next question comes from A. Porter, kind of standing, I think, for an initial. But they are wondering if Saba could tell them when that they'll start dating again and coming into a lot of money so that they can buy their own house and give their kids money as well. So is there going to be new love and new kind of, I guess, finances or money coming into their life soon?
All right. What is the energy surrounding A. Porter's outlook on love and money? Six of Wands inverted. Ace of Swords inverted. Hierophant inverted. Okay. So it definitely looks like you have to put yourself in a position to raise your magnetism. Right now, it definitely looks like dating isn't working because there might be something that you are doing that is turning people off from sticking around. My suggestion would be work on your magnetism, and that would also help you with money. I don't see you coming into a lot of money. I don't. But I do see you being able to raise the dollar amount that you're making now by making sure that you are basically making yourself more attractive to people who want to pay you and making yourself more attractive to people who want to date you. Oftentimes, that involves doing more listening and doing more research. So I definitely think that you can start dating sometime by the end of this year once you figure out what are people looking for and what are you offering and where is the disconnect. Okay? Wish I had better news, but it definitely looks like you have some work to do around dating and attracting money.
All right. Hey, Porter, we want to thank you for joining us today in today's free live preview of California Psychics. And now we're going to take just a short pause to give a shout out to Psychic Saba here. She's been doing a wonderful job during today's free live preview of California Psychics. We've been getting some awesome questions in today, and Saba has been providing some wonderful answers. So I want to give y'all also the opportunity to know how to reach out to Psychic Saba on CaliforniaPsychics.com or our California Psychics app, especially if you want that one-on-one reading experience or a guaranteed answer to your question. Now, Saba, people can reach you through either phone call, online or offline messaging, which for our viewers is text-based messaging, if you prefer that sort of way of getting a reading. But I'm sure they all would really love to know, when is that very next time you're going to be online and ready for those one-on-one private reading experiences? And what does your regular schedule look like throughout the week?
Absolutely. So I will be on the line immediately after this live, and I will be on till approximately midnight or 1 a.m., depending which time zone you're in. And I have a saying, if the sun is down, Saba's around. So you can find me on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 6 p.m. until at least 11 p.m. And if you want to send me an offline message, you can do that 24 hours a day. And if by chance I am not on the line sooner, like earlier in the morning, you can always contact customer service and have them reach out to me, and I will come on just for you.
All right. That was a wonderful explanation, Saba. And one final note is that you can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Saba's profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com, where you can hop right into her call queue or send her a message right there. One final thing is if you are having any trouble getting started with California Psychics, or if you have any questions, or concerns with getting your next reading with us, make sure you give our gifted customer care line a call at California Psychics, and they will be able to answer any of the questions that you may have or help you with booking any appointments with any psychics that you want to read with as well. We also have a lot of information on our website too. So if you are looking to get started, check out CaliforniaPsychics.com. Now, for our second half of our free live preview of California Psychics, we're going to kick off with our question from Alicia. Alicia is having a singles horseback riding trail at the end of this month. Do you see any predictions coming for Alicia? Will she be meeting somebody? Is she going to be having a good time? Will there be a decent, amount of suitors to choose from during this horseback riding trail? Saba, what insight do you have?
All right. Well, my first thing is Alicia, make sure that you are wearing the most memorable scent that you have. All right. And make sure you add some pheromones to it. Okay. A little cheat code there. It definitely looks like you're going to have a good time. And it seems like you're going to meet someone. This person seems like they have big Leo energy. Kind of Leo energy. So if this person is very, and this doesn't mean that they are a Leo, they might have Leo somewhere in their chart, but this seems like a very gregarious, a very confident person, a person who is not afraid to speak to you and command your attention. This person would be the person who wouldn't just sit there and watch you looking and smelling good. They would walk up to you and say, "You look and smell good. What's up?" All right, pay attention to that person. It looks like that's your experience that you're going to have. Don't forget those pheromones.
All right, Alicia. We hope that answer from Psychic Saba resonated with you, and definitely let us know if it did. And also, good luck on that the horseback riding event as well. Definitely let Psychic Saba know how it went after you meet your potential suitor. Then. And now our next question comes from Stephanie from YouTube. She's just requesting a love card. Stephanie is single and wanting to know if new love is on the horizon for her.
Is new love on the horizon for Stephanie? Ooh, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. So it definitely looks like new love. This is going to sound a little weird, but it sounds like you're going to meet this person at something related to work, either your job or theirs. But if there are any work functions, if your friends are inviting you places, something related to their job or some sort of function related to somebody's job, show up, because it looks like showing up there will help you meet your new boo.
Uh-oh, Saba. It looks like your mic may have gotten cut off, so your audio got cut off there at the end.
Oh, can you hear me now?
We can kind of, but it's very, very quiet. Very, very quiet.
Okay, let's see. Is that better?
It's still very quiet. Unfortunately, yeah, I think it got knocked there at the end. Real quick, while Saba kind of messes with her mic, I do want to give a quick shout out of the best ways that you can reach Psychic Saba. Still didn't get anything there. But yes, you can reach Psychic Saba on CaliforniaPsychics.com or our California Psychics app. Or you can always click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now. That will pull up Psychic Saba's profile on CaliforniaPsychics.com. Do you want to give that mic a test, or?
Is that better?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So we'll go with this.
Oh, all right. Yes, and were you able? Yes, you did finish up Stephanie's question. So
Okay.
Stephanie, let us know if that resonates with you. And if you did happen to miss a little bit of the answer there at the end, we will be reposting this recording of the live stream right after we finish up today. So you'll be able to go back and watch Saba's answer, which I think she finished up there just right at the end. I think just only a word or two got cut off there, Stephanie. So thank you for joining us today. And thank you for your question on today's free live preview of California Psychics. Now, our next question comes from Renea. Renea is wondering when she is going to be manifesting her soulmate, Saba.
All right. When will Renea be manifesting her soulmate? So the card is saying you're real impatient, and there is no specific date on when you are going to manifest your soulmate. It definitely looks like instead of manifesting your soulmate, you need to reprogram your subconscious mind to know that you have many soulmates and that you can have whatever you want. I don't want to send you off and say, oh, you're about to meet your soulmate in September, because that's not what the cards are saying. The cards are saying that you are somewhat impatient and you are kind of needing to compromise a little bit. So my suggestion, look into reprogramming and self-concept so you can magnetize someone that is actually going to want to stick around with you for the long haul. Okay, so reprogramming is what the cards are saying right now.
All right, Renea. We hope that message from Psychic Saba resonated with you. Definitely let us know in the chat if it did. And also want to thank you for attending today and have a happy Monday. She is also saying thank you for that answer already, Saba.
No, that patience is that's the patience is the problem. Got to be a little bit more patient, Renea. Okay.
Thank you, Renea. Now our next question comes from Sony. Sony is wondering if everything will be going fine on the 19th of March for her and her husband. I'm not really sure exactly what. Yeah, there's no specified event that is on the 19th, but will that day, I guess, be a relatively positive one is the best way I kind of interpret that question.
Looks positive to me. You got the Lover's card. Looks good.
One more time. What was that card, Saba?
The Lover's card.
The Lover's card. All right. That is a wonderful card for you and your husband, Bobby, Sony. So we want to thank you for that question as well. Now, our next question for you, Psychic Saba, comes from Teresa. Teresa is wondering if she should be replying to Matt. It's not specified, but she received a type of response from him that she was not expecting. So the question of should she be replying to him? And also, as a side note, she has been having very realistic dreams about Matt as well. So any advice you might have, Saba?
Okay. So it definitely looks like you should say as little as possible. Maybe your response should be just okay, like literally O and K, because it looks like there's some conflict that needs to be avoided. Also looks like there's some third-party interference here, and I don't think you want to join in on something that isn't in your best interest. So your reply needs to be less than 5 words. Less than 5 words. Okay, thank you. Nice to good to know. Something very minimal. Don't get too specific with him and kind of drop it for now until you have him explaining himself a little bit more.
All right. No, that's some wonderful advice, Teresa. Wonderful advice, Saba, for Teresa. And thank you, Teresa, for joining us today during today's free live preview of California Psychics as well. Now, here in just a moment, we're going to be switching over to our card pull section of the live stream. Where we'll be answering questions through card pull question and answers, just so we can get through questions a little bit quicker during those final 15 to 20-ish minutes of the live stream and get more questions answered. Now, Saba, while we get those questions coming in, can you go ahead and let everybody know when is the very next time that you are going to be online and available for these one-on-one psychic readings on CaliforniaPsychics.com?
Absolutely. I will be on the line immediately following this live until about 11 or 12 a.m. tonight. And if the sun is down, Saba's around. This means that I will be on the line from 6 to midnight on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and even Sunday if you need me. If you want to send me an offline message, that's available 24/7. And if I happen to not be on the line during the day and you want to speak with me, you can always contact customer service and they will reach out to me and get me on the phone ASAP.
All right. That was a wonderful explanation, Saba. And if you missed any of that, you can always click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Saba's profile on California Psychics, as well as that ability to book that one-on-one reading appointment with her. And again, you can reach out to her through phone call or text-based online or offline messaging if that is how you prefer to read as well. Once again, we are starting our card pull section of the live stream to get through questions a little bit faster and make sure we answer a few more questions during today's 1 hour live stream. And during our final 15 minutes, we like to do our card pull section to get through questions a little bit quicker. And to start us off, we're going to have one from Steph from YouTube. She's requesting a love card, please, from you, Saba, and a thank you in advance.
Welcome, Steph. Ooh, Page of Swords. So it definitely looks like you are waiting to hear from somebody. It's a little bit of a delay, but it's coming.
All right, Steph, we hope that answer resonated with you. Yes, you got somebody on the way. So we've got our fingers crossed, and definitely keep us updated. Now, our next card pull comes from Myrna. Myrna is requesting a future card from you, Psychic Saba.
All right. Hierophant. This is a card of tradition. This is about your beliefs. It seems like there is something very traditional that you should be hearing about soon. So make sure that if there is something that you want to do, make sure you do it the way your ancestors did it.
All right. Yes. So maybe there's some sort of cultural holiday appearing soon,
or a wedding,
or a wedding. Yes, a wedding, a birthday, kind of a sort of a celebration of family as well. That would kind of, I think, be a really good interpretation of that, Myrna. So we want to thank you for attending today, and we hope that answer from Saba resonated with you as well. Now, our next question our next card pull question comes from Pamela. Pamela is requesting a love card, please, Saba.
All right. So you are actually getting the Queen of Swords, and this is telling you that you have to bridge some of your honesty and independence. It definitely looks like you are going with the flow to the best of your ability. Now you need to just make sure that you add a little humor to your blunt style of relating. Soften it up a bit.
All right. Pamela, we hope that message from Saba did resonate with you, and hope that kind of insight gave you some, I guess, advice to work with. Now, our next card pull comes from Angelica. Angelica is requesting a love card from you, Saba, wanting to manifest new love for herself. But is this going to be coming from somebody new, or a past, maybe ex, or somebody from her past? Will this be arising, this new form of love?
All right, Angelica, let's see. Ooh, so we got the moon card. Definitely looks like there's an X. Oh man. Oh baby. It definitely looks like you have some old business with an old love that is coming through. We are in Venus retrograde until April 14th. So yeah, it looks like you are going to be having a big conversation with somebody from the past. And I do think that the misunderstanding will be cleared up.
Yes, we got two big planets in retrograde right now with Mercury and Venus. So definitely let us know how that journey goes on, Angelica, as well. Keep Psychic Saba updated too. Now, our next card pull comes from Christina. Christina is wondering, or she is requesting a love card, please, for her and Dre.
All right, Christina and Dre. Okay, this is the Nine of Wands. Definitely looks like there are some challenges here, and you are being encouraged to persist. Be resilient. All right. Don't let this challenge knock you off of the path of what you want. Okay. You can't win the game if you leave the game. All right. Stick it out.
That is very well, very good advice. Very well put, Saba. And so, Christina, we hope that advice from Saba did resonate with you as well. And now our next card pull comes from Andrea. Andrea from YouTube is requesting a career card, please.
Absolutely. Okay. Three of Wands. This is about growth, also indicating there is likely some sort of expansion here. It definitely seems like Aries season, which is coming up next month, is going to be very fruitful for you. The name of the game is triple. Either triple the money, triple the opportunity, triple the hours, but it definitely looks like there is some kind of increase coming within your career, and expect to catch glimpses of it literally as soon as Aries season starts.
All right. Andrea, we want to thank you for joining today's free live preview of California Psychics. And we're going to keep the energy going with another Andrea from Facebook this time. She is requesting a love card, or this Andrea is requesting a love card about her and Ron. Any insight that you may have on their relationship or what the card means.
Absolutely. Andrea and Ron. Oh, Knight of Swords. It looks like there are some big changes afoot. And again, this is the Knight of Swords. It seems like this person may have been a little bit rebellious in the past, and they're ready to make some changes. Now, make sure that you pay attention to some impulsive things that he might say. Go with it. If he impulsively starts telling you stuff, just listen, just go with it, because that's part of the change.
All right. That is wonderful advice, Saba. And Andrea from Facebook this time, we want to make sure, or we hope that that answer from Saba also resonated with you too. And not to get too confusing, but the last Andrea that we did answer also said that your advice sounded great, and also a thank you to you, Saba. Now, we are having some wonderful questions coming in, and hopefully we're able to answer as many as we possibly can during the final 10 minutes. And right before we get to Aisha's question concerning Zaid, Saba, can you go ahead and let us know when is the very next time you are going to be ready and available for one-on-one psychic readings on CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app?
Absolutely. I will be on immediately after this live until approximately 11 p.m. or midnight. And if the sun is down, Saba's around. So that means that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, I will be on the line from 6 p.m. all the way up until either 11 p.m. or midnight. I can also be reached via the offline messaging, and you can even send me messages in the app to coordinate with me so that we can talk.
All right. Yes, there's many different ways you could reach Saba, so that way you can connect for that one-on-one reading experience with a guaranteed answer to your questions as well. So if you want to connect for that one-on-one experience, go ahead and go to californiapsychics.com or click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Saba's profile on California Psychics, where you can hop into her call queue or book an appointment with her. Now our next our card pull is for Aisha on here. She's requesting that love card concerning Zaid and his feelings for Aisha after she said no to his marriage proposal.
Zaid is having a breakdown. He's not doing well. That Nine of Swords inverted. He feels like maybe there was somebody malicious gossip or something that somebody else said that got between you guys. He might be checked in, honey. He might need looks like he's having a complete breakdown now. Doesn't look good for him. Oh, anxiety attack, panic attack, nervous breakdown. It looks like he's not doing well per that Nine of Swords.
Well, our hearts do go out to both of y'all, Aisha and Zaid, and we hope that this message from Psychic Saba also did resonate with you as well, Aisha. And we want to thank you for coming to today's free live preview of California Psychics as well. Now, our next card pull is going to be from Miss Beauty. Miss Beauty from YouTube is requesting a love card, please, from you, Saba.
Absolutely, Miss Beauty. Okay, so you are getting the Knight of Swords. Make sure that you are being sweet to people who like you. You get more bees with honey than you do with anything else. Where there are bees, there is honey. So get your honey, Miss Beauty.
All right. We hope that answer from Saba resonated with you, Miss Beauty, and we want to thank you for attending today's live stream. Next card pull is from Brittany. Brittany is requesting a love card, please, and she is a Leo, if that happens to help too, Saba.
All right, let's see. Oh, y'all getting the Knight of Swords. So it definitely looks like, further clarifying, it definitely seems like you need to do some sort of big change or reset. I pulled an extra card for you. It definitely looks like you are going to be going into some sort of counseling around love so that you can do a reset. It definitely looks like this is a major season of change. So if you are trying to figure out what to do about someone, definitely get into that counseling and definitely make those major changes so that you can get the desired outcome. The desired outcome is not going to happen around your love life until you make the changes and get that counseling or recovery energy that I am seeing in these cards.
All right. Brittany, we hope that card pull message resonated with you from Psychic Saba, and we want to thank you for attending today's free live preview of California Psychics. Next card pull is for Jennifer. Jennifer is requesting a kind of a love card and also a timeline, if you have it, for when Jason might be calling Jennifer.
So it looks like you got about it looks like you have a couple of weeks here. It seems like he would text. Are you waiting on a phone call or a text? You talking about a call? You're probably going to get a text before you get a call. Okay, so the conversation definitely looks like it's going to be put off, but you should be getting a text within the week. All right, it seems like that call, it doesn't look like a call, it looks like a text.
All right. Jennifer, we want to thank you for today, asking your question today and attending today's free live preview of California Psychics. And also, real quick, we have about 5 minutes left. And so we have time for a few more questions. But real quick, Saba, can you go ahead and shout out your regular schedule and the very next time you're going to be online and ready for one-on-one psychic readings on CaliforniaPsychics.com? For those who want that, one-on-one reading experience or a guaranteed answer to their questions when they get that one-on-one reading with you. What is your schedule?
Absolutely. I will be on the line immediately following this live. And I will also be on the line from 6 p.m. all the way up until most nights, midnight, maybe even a little later on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want to send me an offline message, that's available 24 hours. And if you want to talk to me earlier, you can always contact customer service or send me a message in the California Psychics app, and I will get on to accommodate you as soon as possible.
Yes, that was a wonderful explanation, Saba. And so once again, if you are having any trouble booking with Saba here, make sure you give our gifted California Psychics customer care line a call, and they will help you get an appointment slot booked with Saba at a time that works for you and Saba. And if you're having any other questions or wondering anything else about California Psychics, you can always visit our website or direct your questions to our customer care line as well. Now, our next card pull comes from Terry. And one final thing is you can always click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now as well to pull up Psychic Saba's profile and book your one-on-one reading with her. But now our question from Terry, as we wind down today's free live preview of California Psychics, is wanting a love card pull and a finance card pull for 2025. Thank you in advance, Saba.
So love is the hermit. It looks like you need to exercise wisdom and keep your love business private. Keep it to yourself. Nobody needs to know what is going on in your love life. Okay? Definitely keep your personal business around your love life completely private. Your financial card is the hangman, and it basically looks like you're going to have to wait. You're also going to have to shift your perspective and kind of make some sacrifices around your finances if you're trying to grow them. This isn't a bad card. It's just a card that says, wait.
Right. And now another card pull, this time for Christina regarding John and Christina.
Oh, Christina, you have all the power in this relationship with you and John. You got the Empress card. This means that you are the divine feminine and he will deal. So make sure that you are staying on your throne and adjusting your crown because you are the Empress and he needs to know that. He looks like he knows. Good job.
Well, we are rooting for you, Christina. So definitely keep us updated on that love journey between you and John, and let Saba or keep Saba updated as well. And thank you for joining today's live stream. Next card pull is a career card pull, please, for Daniel.
All right, career for Daniel. Okay, you got the King of Wands. This is a card of leadership, some sort of power. Looks like somebody might be getting an elevation of sorts, some more money, a promotion. It definitely is a good sign that you're on the right track and you are going to be expanding your vision and doing some form of leadership, possibly even mentoring people. But this is a good sign. King of Wands is a great omen for your career. It's a yes.
All right. Thank you, Daniel. And Daniel also saying thank you as well. And real quick, let's get another card for Linda, please. Linda is wanting just some good news for either career or love. So dealer's choice there, Saba, if you want to pull career or love or both. She's feeling a little bit over her ex and wanting a new love interest is what she says.
So you did get the 6 of Wands on your career. And I mean, that's generally good news. It seems like you're going to get a job. And with your ex, you need to balance this out. Meaning, if Josh is moving on, you need to move on. It will never be balanced if he's over here living life like this and you somewhere down here. You see the scales are not balanced. balance everything out by you going to have some fun too. He shouldn't be the only person having fun. You go have some fun. You put your energy into yourself, not a new love interest, and definitely not Josh. All right, self-care day. We're in Venus retrograde. Venus's day is Friday. Friday needs to be the day that you spoil yourself from now on. Not your new love interest, and definitely not Josh.
All right. Linda, we want to thank you for attending today's free live preview of California Psychics. And Saba, go ahead and shout out one more time. When is the very next time you are online and ready for those one-on-one psychic readings on our website, californiapsychics.com?
Absolutely. I will be on the line immediately following this live, all the way up until almost midnight tonight. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday, if the sun is down, Saba's around. So from 6 p.m. all the way up until 11 p.m. or midnight, you can call me, you can chat me, you can send me an offline message, or even message me in the California Psychics app, and I will be there for you.
Yes, that was a wonderful live stream today and a wonderful free live preview of California Psychics. We had some amazing questions come in today, and we tried our best to answer as many as we possibly could during the 1 hour that we had. But we will be back next week with a different live event, our Tarot Takeover with Psychic Reagan. You may recognize those. We did host them quite a lot last year, but it will not be our regularly scheduled live stream. That will be happening 2 weeks from now. But until then, make sure you direct your questions to californiapsychics.com and Psychic Saba here. You can click the link in the description to book your next one-on-one reading appointment with her. And I want to thank everybody for attending again today. And until next time, everybody, bye-bye.
Bye.